When it comes to Got Talent, there's no shortage of memorable auditions, but some of the most unforgettable moments come from contestants who choose to impersonate a famous figure. And what better person to impersonate than the former president of the United States, Donald Trump? Over the years, Got Talent shows around the world have seen some hilarious, shocking, and sometimes downright bizarre Donald Trump auditions. Today, we're taking a look at the best Trump-inspired moments that had the judges and audiences laughing, cringing, and applauding in equal measure. 1. The Trump impersonator who stole the show. One of the most memorable Trump auditions on America's Got Talent came from an impersonator who absolutely nailed the former president's signature voice and mannerisms. This contestant walked onto the stage with a confident smile and immediately started mimicking Trump's iconic speech patterns, slow, deliberate, and punctuated with that unmistakable hand gesture. The judges were already in stitches before he even started his act. But what really set this audition apart was the way he brought Trump's personality to life. It wasn't just the voice, it was the exaggerated confidence, the over-the-top facial expressions, and even the way he mimicked Trump's signature, "We're gonna win so much, you're gonna be sick of winning" catchphrase. The crowd erupted into applause, and the judges couldn't stop laughing. This performance went viral for how spot-on it was, and while some people might find political impersonations controversial, this one was undeniably entertaining. The contestant's ability to channel Trump's larger-than-life persona was impressive, and he ended up advancing to the next round. It's one of the most talked-about Trump auditions to date. 2. The Trump singing contestant. Another surprising moment came when a contestant on Britain's Got Talent decided to put a twist on the classic impersonation act. Instead of just imitating Trump's voice, this contestant performed a full-on musical number, singing as Donald Trump. Yes, you heard that right. He belted out a song while channeling Trump's mannerisms and voice. The performance was equal parts hilarious and impressive. The contestant chose to sing an altered version of a popular song, giving it a political spin, and he executed it with such passion and conviction that it was hard not to laugh and admire his dedication. It was an unexpected take on a typical Trump impersonation, and the judges were both amused and impressed by how much effort he put into the performance. While some may have thought it was a little over the top, it definitely earned him some attention and applause from both the crowd and the judges. 3. The Trump stand-up comedian. There was also the America's Got Talent contestant who didn't impersonate Trump in the traditional sense, but instead used his stand-up comedy routine to make fun of the former president. The contestant blended Trump's style with satire, making clever jokes about Trump's public persona, his infamous tweets, and his time in office. While political humor can be divisive, this comedian knew how to toe the line between funny and cringeworthy, delivering jokes that poked fun at Trump's eccentricities without crossing into disrespectful territory. The crowd loved it, and the judges were all smiles, with one of them even giving the comedian a yes vote on the spot. The ability to successfully incorporate a political figure into a comedy routine shows just how much Trump has become a cultural icon, with his larger-than-life persona inspiring comedians and performers worldwide. 4. The Trump lookalike with a twist. One of the more unusual auditions featured a Donald Trump lookalike who didn't just mimic the president's mannerisms, but instead staged a bizarre meeting with the judges. In this audition, the contestant not only looked like Trump, but also created an entire skit around Trump, meeting with the judges and giving them advice on how to run a successful talent show. The comedy of the audition was in the interaction, watching the judges try to react to Trump's impromptu suggestions while trying to maintain composure. This was more of a comedic act than a traditional performance, and it left the judges questioning whether they were seeing a real-life Trump impression or if this was some elaborate comedic performance. Regardless, it was a hilarious, lighthearted take on impersonation, and it had the entire room laughing. 5. The Trump contestant who just showed up as himself. Finally, there was the contestant who didn't even try to impersonate Trump. Instead, he just showed up as Trump, complete with a wig, a suit, and a massive ego, and simply walked on stage acting like he owned the place. His audition was a parody of what it might be like if Trump himself were on Got Talent. The judges were in disbelief at first, trying to figure out if it was part of the act or just a really well-done impersonation. Either way, it was hilarious. While this wasn't a performance in the traditional sense, it was a memorable moment because it played off the ridiculousness of a Trump-like character showing up to audition for a talent show. The crowd went wild, and even the judges couldn't help but chuckle at how much the contestant committed to the bit. Conclusion: there's no shortage of creative, funny, and unexpected Donald Trump auditions on Got Talent shows around the world. Whether it's a spot-on impersonation, a comedic twist, or a parody act, Trump's larger-than-life persona continues to inspire contestants to put their own spin on his character. These performances show just how much Trump has left an imprint on pop culture and how much he continues to influence the comedy and entertainment world. So, which Donald Trump audition was your favorite? Let us know in the comments, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell for more fun, unforgettable moments from Got Talent.